Before you search for the next healing modality, you must do this. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. I'm a holistic nutritionist, energy healer, and hypnotherapist, and I am here to help you align, awaken, and ascend. So let's dive right in. Okay, so this video I am so excited about because this really is something that I have always intuitively kind of known, but it really became more apparent to me after this conversation that I had with my chiropractor who does Chinese medicine. And really, this is something that I see so often, not only in others, but in myself, is searching for, do I need acupuncture? Do I need to do hypnotherapy? Do I need to go do ayahuasca with a shaman? Do I need to, whatever it may be for you. And I think that especially if you're watching this, you've probably been on this journey trying to figure out what it is that will help you heal, what it is that will take you to that next level of growth, of success. And there are so many amazing ways. There are so many cool ways to heal nowadays, and so many incredible ways to get that success that we want and get the relationships, and so many healers helping with these amazing modalities. So I'm going to start off with this idea of, or basically really a story, because my chiropractor shared this with me and I was like, yes, I have had this exact same experience happen to me. And that was, she was telling me about how she went to get a massage and afterwards she was drained. And I was like, I've had that happen. And here I was going to get a massage, and it's supposed to be this really relaxing, therapeutic experience, and I felt like awful afterwards. And I was like, well, what is going on here? And many of you have probably seen, if you follow me, or if you're one of my clients or follow me on Instagram, I love David Hawkins. His work has so profoundly changed my life. He has many books. I have read 2.5, almost 3 of them now. And he talks about the scale of consciousness, which I highly encourage you to look up, or I will put it here for you to see. And that is that everything and everyone, spoiler, is on a different level on the scale of consciousness. And so if we look at why can we go to one massage therapist and another, and it can be a completely different experience. Or another example is, I have a chiropractor literally right below my apartment building is right above a chiropractor, and I choose not to go to them. I could literally just walk down a flight of stairs, even take the elevator, and see a chiropractor. But I choose to drive over 20 minutes to a chiropractor that's not even in my town. And that's because for me, it's not just about getting my back cracked. And it's not even just about the act of, getting adjusted. It's about the healing that I receive from the chiropractor. And I've shared with you guys, there's way more than just chiropractic being done. It's Chinese medicine and all of this, but the healer makes the difference, okay? So before we seek out another modality of healing, I would say that actually the number one thing that we should be focusing on is the healer performing the healing. So if you're going to a hypnotherapist, if you're going to a Reiki master, if you're going to a shaman, a chiropractor, a massage therapist, whoever it may be, who they are matters, okay? And who who is performing on you. And here's the thing is that it's not just the person that you go to, but it's also how they mesh with you. So I like to see it as there needs to be a certain level of the healer and the healee, the person that's going to receive the healing. So if the person who's receiving the healing is above on the scale of consciousness, if that creates that's a dissonance. We should have our healer should be above us. And I think that that's what happens when we receive, quote, bad adjustments or bad massages or whatever it may be. And now when I talk about this scale, it's not that someone's good or bad or right or wrong. It's just a scale. We're all at different places. And David Hawkins, who created the scale of consciousness, I'm pretty sure Abraham Hicks even has one too. It's just, they're a little bit different. And basically how he recommends that you test is by muscle testing. And so I do muscle testing, so I'm able to test and we can actually test everything. We can test healers, we can test towns, we can test cities, we can test objects, we can test literally everything has consciousness and is at a different level of consciousness. So there are things, the way that he talks about it is that everything, it's 0 to 1,000 and everything below 200 is kind of like in the lower stages. 200 is neutrality. That's what we aim to get to. And then everything above neutrality is going to be, acceptance, love, peace. And really anything above like the 400s is not very common. Let's just put it that way. Not very common for your typical average Joe. You're probably not going to see them at above 400. And that's because we start to get into, there's only been like a handful of people who have gotten to 1,000, and that's like Buddha, Jesus, Gandhi, people like that. So anyways, we get to calibrate, as David Hawkins says, people's levels of consciousness, objects' levels of consciousness by muscle testing. And so before you go and seek a healer, and this is something that I had to learn the hard way, I have started to calibrate the healer that I'm going to before I go and receive the healing, because it's not just about the modality. The modality is great, but the person giving you the healing is even more important than the healing itself. And I've seen this in my work as well. Because this can also go the opposite way. I think that if there's too large of a gap, I don't think that the person can receive the healing. I have seen in my own practice people who, I would recommend that they see someone else simply because I just don't believe, whether I believe that they are above or below where I'm at, I don't believe that I would be of service, of the highest service, in helping them. And that's okay. That's okay. It's important to, at the end of the day, all I truly want for everyone on this planet is for healing. And whether that's from me or from someone else, it's okay. And so I've tried to become really transparent and really honest with people about that, because I want you to receive the healing that you truly need. And that doesn't just mean, if we all worked this way, it wouldn't just be about receiving money and personal gain. It's about truly, truly uplifting each other. And I believe that when we work with the right healer, and it doesn't even have to really be about assessing people's levels of consciousness, because I get it, like this can seem like, well, Jasmine, I don't know how to do muscle testing or how to test levels of consciousness or any of that. That's okay. What I would ask you to do is just to tune into your heart. Tune into your heart when you seek out a new healing modality. and see, does this feel right? Or, tune into your gut. It's called a gut feeling for a reason. What does your gut say? What does your heart say? And go with that, and I think that we don't even really we think that we need to talk to people, and like, if that helps you, definitely like get on the phone call with them and just like see what your body is doing. Does your body feel like it's like leaning forward and like, yes, like tell me more, like I want to know more? Or does it kind of feel like something feels off here when we're talking on the phone, or when I am emailing them, or when I see their picture or watch their stories or their videos? What is it? Do you want to know more? Or do you feel as though they're not a vibrational match? So we have this mechanism within us. We know exactly what we need. Our society just often uses fear and tactics of, if you don't do this with me, you're never going to get to where you want to go. And that's not true. There's so many just tactics nowadays about how to make more money, how to heal. But what I've come to realize more and more, that it's not just the method. It is the coach, it is the healer, it is the facilitator doing the method. And so now, before I do any course, before I do any healing of any type, I always do a gut check. I do a gut check, I do a heart check, and just tune in and I see, does this person resonate with me and align with me and my body, my soul, my energetic imprint? And I invite you to do the same, to tune in and see, does this person resonate with my body, with my energetic signature? Because that's so important, because no one else has the same signature as you, has the same energy as you. And when we can find a healer, when we can find a coach, when we can find a mentor or a program or whatever it is, where that person just aligns with us and aligns with our soul, that's, I believe, when magic truly happens. So if you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments below. Let me know, have you had this experience happen to you, where you were convinced by the copy that someone could help you, and turns out, and even though it didn't feel right for you, but you did it anyways? Or I would love to hear the success stories of, you were just like, yes, this person is exactly what I need, and I followed through and I got the healing, I got the results that I was looking for. Let me know in the comments below, and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and I am sending you all infinite love and light.